now Beverly. There's the triple. Allen with the rebound. It's Barton on the wing. He's covered by Aminu. Back to Barton.
All right, Bertans.
To the right side. Down low. Shot from 12.
Oh, that's not going in. I don't like that sometimes. You'll see that is that when you push your player towards the basket to maybe have like, a momentum like layup, like pushing his body towards the basket, and then he just holds up and just doesn't do shit. And there's a foul by Jarrett Allen. Beautiful job. You're getting your ass kicked by Drummond. As you do in real life, Jarrett Allen. Every time, I'm pretty sure every time Jarrett Allen has played Andre Drummond's just licking his chops.
Incidents last 2 years, Clark, between players and heckling fans. Can anything be done to fix it?
I think security in the arenas is important. Fans oftentimes that go across the line.
All right, I think it's time to rage quit. See how this possession goes.
The incidents are few and far between.
Yep, that's All right, let's look at the final score. Patrick Beverly gets 22 points. 0 threes. That just shows you the kind of game. Fuck you. You're not 81 overall. Jesus Christ. Almost a Barbara Walters game. That man owned us. I will give it to this dude. Owned us. Just owned us. This Sixers team, man, it just has a lot. Aminu was 5 for 5. That's never going to happen. Dragic was 5 for 15, but it seemed like he was going off that game. I don't get it. I also just don't get how we didn't take advantage of it. Marcus Sol on the floor. Look at that. Every time it just negative 14. Should have been more. Drummond was only 12. But Porzingis, 28 points. He had 16 in the first half. And fourth quarter he had 7. But still just D. Russell, 3 turnovers. Lots of turnovers by our guys. But Jarrett Allen, 13 rebounds, 3 blocks. But even then, just giving up a ton of rebounds. Will Barton played pretty bad. I think Gary Harris, D. Russ definitely played pretty well. But still then, just not good defense at all. He played well in the offensive end, but just not a good game overall. Just not a good game overall. But we'll just have to, just gonna have to deal with it. All right, your earnings. All right, everyone. So, right now, let's check the standings out after that right there. So, this is the roster. You got D. Russell, 87 overall, 23. You got a young squad right here with Harris. Barton's 28. He's the pretty sure, besides Marcus Morris and Boban. And, of course, the reserve old guys. Those guys don't count. But, D. Russell, the guy who's going to be an offensive threat for you. And, yes, I did steal that. But at the same time, I do think that Kristaps, though, dude, that he's just been a huge mismatch for every user game I've been playing. He's just been owning teams. Him and D. Russ, by far, because, rated best players. But this man right here is just not doing too well. Morale he's disturbed. I don't like the number of touches I've been getting in recent games. Dude, you're not that good on offense, Jarrett Allen. Let's be honest here, man. You're playing with the likes of Porzingis next to you. Feels content. He's tolerable. Well, he's getting involved quite a bit, but got a dynamic scorer for both of these guys, and he's definitely a great interior defender. Same thing with Jarrett Allen, but Jarrett Allen's just got to get some strength to him. We'll apply that to training, especially certain aspects and stuff. We got a young squad. It's early in the season. Not expecting too much of improvement yet. Let's take a look at the standings so far in the East. Sixers, 11-3. That's a team that just smoked us. They're averaging 113 points a game, giving up 108. That does seem kind of low compared to the others, except for the Milwaukee Bucks with Russ Who's injured for them right now? Clint Capella is injured right now. Makes sense with those two having a good defense. Russ definitely gives people fits. He's not like amazing defender, but he definitely gets involved enough, especially if he's pissed off, to help out with defense. Capella's a great defender too. But yeah, beat a Pistons team quite a bit. Gave him a huge shellacking. Let's see your schedule. What was it against the Knicks? Yeah, 125 to 108. D. Russ, 36 points. Yeah, he was going off that game. He really was. Pretty sure Jimmy Butler's on this team. Yeah, Jimmy Butler, Malcolm Brogdon. And now, next team 7 and 8. Not doing all too great at 7 and 8, but giving up a lot of points. I think that's the biggest issue right now. 109 points, though. Need to score a little bit more. But really, though, if you can play better defense, your scoring's going to come through eventually. Maybe on turnovers, fast breaks, and stuff like that. Off of, just quick points off of turnovers. Let's look at league leaders so far. So for points per game, Steph Curry with Memphis and Luka Doncic right behind him. Luka Doncic averaging a double-double. About assist and a half away from a triple-double. Oh, excuse me. He's averaging 31 points on nearly 3 less shot attempts than Curry. And Curry's averaging 33 points per game. Dame Lillard right there with 30. Him and Oladipo. I think Oladipo and DeJounte Murray are on the same team. That's got to give huge fits to defenses or to offenses with their defense. Trae Young's right there, of course. James Harden. Look, we'll look at position too. Rebounds per game. Drummond's right there. Jokic is right there. Jokic is pretty much my favorite player in basketball. I really like him and Will Barton quite a bit. But Capella's right there. Gobert and his Cantor. In the video game, he's actually getting a good amount of minutes. What do you know? And he's still 27 years old. Jesus, you forget that about Enes Kanter, man. He's really young. He's been around for so long. Remember how on this OKC team, such a solid 6-man to play. He's definitely fill in. He's definitely an efficient player to where he doesn't play nearly as many minutes. But Dwight Howard's right there. Karl Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, Marvin Bagley, and Kenneth Faried. Jesus. All right, I've seen enough right there. Steph Curry is averaging a double-double, so he's basically the MVP of the league, it looks like right there. Just with those stats, league leading at points per game and by far an assist. Chris Paul right there. I'm pretty sure Chris Paul plays with Kawhi in Chicago. It's pretty interesting how, just the fantasy franchise gets quite a bit of teams that are top-heavy right away, teams that, want to win first. Instead of building up, I think I decided more with the build with this team, this New York team. Just see how that goes. Defense doesn't look too great for us right now, but we'll just have to see. James Harden, of course, right there. Lonzo Ball, not that many rebounds, but it's definitely... D'Angelo Russell right there as well. So D'Lo's getting it done for us offensively. It's just his defense needs to clean up. He's shooting a good amount of field goal attempts. Lonzo Ball is the type of dude that if Lonzo Ball was like a friend of yours and you and him, you and him would go up to the court and something like in your neighborhood and play pickup games, Lonzo Ball would probably win every pickup game. Not because it's like NBA style, it's just like pickup ball just suits Lonzo Ball in my opinion. Just a dude who just like, hey, fuck it, we're just trying to get the best shot possible, and this dude be running fast breaks and shit, maybe hitting an occasional three. He'd be that dude that gets assists all game and then he hits the game-winning three or something, wins by deuces, something like that. I don't know, I might be off my rocker, but see that way, John Wall. Interesting, just like you have Kawhi rated high with James Harden and Chris Paul at point guard, and you got John Wall at point guard. Doncic right there. LeBron on Boston. De'Aaron Fox. Monty Morris. Steals per game Westbrook. Paul George on San Antonio. I like that. Looks cool. Apparently that almost happened once with him and Kawhi. And blocks per game. Got Montrezl Harrell getting it done. I mean, 19 points a game, 7 rebounds. I mean, he's another guy like an Enes Kanter, but getting a lot more minutes still as off the bench. But that's just Montrezl Harrell for you, a really efficient player because he can smash in certain games. He can get like 30 and 10, 30 and 15 free sometimes. Just really efficient, can do that in like 25 minutes. Gobert, Anthony Davis, Jarrett Allen right there. Imagine Porzingis maybe, but I don't know. But Mo Bamba's right there. And that's who we really tried to develop with our last team. The Spurs and like the 2K17 one. That was interesting. Nurkic right there with the Spurs. That Spurs team is rated pretty well. We got smoked by them, I'm pretty sure. But who hasn't smoked us? Let's look at. There we go. Centers. Towns, of course, leading with centers. Giannis leading power forwards with Anthony Davis right behind him. I mean, besides the assists, they got pretty damn similar. It's just 0.1 between them in rebounds and points. And steals per game is pretty close, but blocks is the cake is given over to Anthony Davis. Shooting 11 for 18 a game, that's pretty damn impressive. 10 for 18 is impressive too for Giannis. Blake Griffin's playing well for the Lakers. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure Blake Griffin in like every fantasy franchise series we've done has been on the Lakers. Could be wrong. We got to fact check that. Porzingis is in there. Almost a double-double, averaging almost 2 blocks per game. And he's, one of the lower guys right next to Anthony Davis for less turnovers per game. So I'm liking that. Liking that for sure. Let's see how... Let's go back to the roster. Because I know Marcus Morris is injured. It'll be another 1 to 2 weeks. I know as a Spurs fan, it's a little ironic to have Marcus Morris on this Knicks team. Just gives sour worms over here. But I still like it. Davis Bertans, the guy that we'll try to retain. But at the same time, though, he might be asking for some money after this. So it should be interesting. Now Jarrett Allen will try to be, but we might be shipping Jarrett Allen depending if he can build up his strength, his a couple more key badges, because that's the thing that makes like these star players really good, is that it's not only the attributes are high up there for like LeBron 97 overall. He's got like 50 fucking badges. Let's check that out. There you go, Boston Celtics. Yeah, 56 badges. Damn, this team around him is just kind of decaying. They're probably like, holy fuck, man, LeBron's got the ball the whole fucking time. But they shouldn't be bitching, dude. Play with LeBron and be a happy motherfucker right there. It's an interesting team. Tyler Herro. Kentucky. Dude, that guy is a good shooter. Yeah, look at that shot right there. Yeah, I wouldn't be complaining. I wouldn't be like these guys with my morale down or something like that. Uncertain. Restless. Disturbed. Oh, really? You're playing, you're a ball-centric guard and you're disturbed that you're playing with LeBron James? Oh, whoop-de-frickin-do. Just fucking surprise right there, dude. But liking this team. Let's we can play the Spurs. Would it be in San Antonio or will it be at home? How do we know? Oh, so a home game against the Spurs. I remember Marcus Morris actually went off in this one. But we can play LeBron. Yeah, we'll play LeBron next, 7 and 8. So let's go ahead and set that up for next time. A nice game against LeBron. Let's see how the team's doing after that. And we'll do definitely around the league. Hey, a nice win against the Spurs. The Nets, a nice win. The Nets are pretty bad, actually. Pretty sure the record's pretty terrible. So this one received Drew Holiday and a protected top 3. No, fuck you. Decline. Loss right there to the Crafters and the 70-69ers. Oh, nice win. So we won 3 out of 4 after that loss against them. Yeah, always have that. So, Marcus Morris, nah, I don't like it. So there you go. That'll be Jamal Murray against D'Lo. I'm expecting quite a bit of fireworks in this game. There's definitely some good players. You got Matisse against Gary Harris, 2 athletic guards right there. Will Barton will be playing against LeBron. Will's going to have his hands full for sure, but he's been actually the best rated wing defender, or might be best rated defender this season. It's pretty interesting. I mean, it makes sense that the best rated defender in basketball would be on this year's Denver Nuggets. They have been the best defensive team in basketball. Porzingis, I think that's going to be the matchup we're going to try to exploit, is Porzingis against Frank the Tank. Jarrett Allen's going to have his hands full against Nikola, but hey, Nikola's not Andre Drummond when it comes to extreme strength. So, you know, we're just going to have to deal with it. I think Gary Harris and D'Lo, we can take advantage. A little bit of advantage against Jamal Murray. Just make sure Jamal Murray isn't shooting a decent amount of uncontested shots, because I think he can get 40 points on a given night. And just try to keep LeBron in check for this game and stuff like that. And definitely try to keep Nikola Vucevic in check. I know we're going to try to take advantage of Jarrett Allen, get some easy buckets against Vucevic. Vuce just isn't a very agile center. He's definitely an offensive specialist, not the best defender at all. But yeah, as always, fellas, take care. Be grateful for everything that comes to you. Just appreciate y'all, and you know, just liking the videos and whatnot, streams and stuff. I can get like a Call of Duty gameplay and stuff coming up tomorrow as well. I'll be off at work, so yeah, get another video of that, us playing the Celtics. I'll make sure to edit this stuff, of course, so I'm sure that you'll already notice it after this one. The gameplay will be edited, so you're not watching just constant. Just, you know, a lot of fill-in time. Will cut straight to highlights and stuff like that in the video. As always, fellas, take care and see you next time.